A new era begins as Pope Tagle steps into the spotlight, and everyone is on the edge of their seats, waiting for the big announcement. For days, people have been buzzing with excitement, speculating about who would take the reins of the Catholic Church. When Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle was chosen, known for his down-to-earth nature and strong connection with the community, the crowd went wild with approval. The atmosphere was electric. Thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square, their faces lighting up with hope, excitement, and respect. This historic spot, known for so many important moments in the Church's past, was once again the center of a major event. People from all walks of life, hailing from different parts of the world, stood together, united in their faith and curiosity. As the crowd fell silent, it felt like everyone was holding their breath, waiting for a first look at their new spiritual leader. The stillness was striking, showing just how important this moment was. It was like time stood still, letting the weight of the occasion sink in. From the Basilica balcony, Cardinal Luis Antonio, now Pope Tagle, made his appearance. The emotions in the crowd surged with joy, relief, and a strong sense of togetherness. With his warm smile and gentle presence, the new pope immediately connected with everyone there. His arrival was a beacon of hope and renewal. Cheers erupted, creating a global chorus welcoming their new shepherd. Flags from all over waved in the breeze as joy echoed through the square. It was a pure celebration of faith and the promise of a brighter future. February 14th, 2025, was no ordinary day. It marked a significant moment in the long history of the Catholic Church, a day to be remembered for generations. It signaled a change, a fresh chapter for the Church. With the first Asian pope in over 5 centuries, this was a big deal, not just for the Catholic Church, but for the world at large. It highlighted the growing importance and influence of Asia in the global religious scene. Pope Tagle's rise was a powerful reminder that faith knows no borders. The world was captivated by this historic occasion, with news outlets from everywhere covering the event and sharing it with millions. The reactions were overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing their excitement and optimism for what the future holds. It was a moment that brought people together, united in hope and anticipation. Pope Tagle's ascension represented a major shift, moving away from the traditional European leadership and recognizing the changing demographics of the Church. His background and experiences brought a fresh perspective that many could relate to, promising a more compassionate and connected Church. This choice was a clear sign that the Church was evolving, embracing diversity, and acknowledging the vibrant faith communities in Asia. For many, it was a moment of pride, validating their faith and contributions to the global Church. The air was thick with the promise of change, new beginnings, and a renewed sense of purpose. The faces in the crowd reflected this optimism, their eyes sparkling with hope. It was a moment that captured the essence of faith, a belief in a better future and the power of unity, a moment where hope overshadowed uncertainty. The candles held by the faithful flickered, symbolizing this hope, a reminder that even during times of change, faith shines bright, offering strength and comfort. It was a moment that hinted at a new chapter for the Catholic Church. As the sun came up over the Vatican skyline, it marked the start of something new. The Church, led by Pope Tagle, was stepping into a future full of hope and possibilities. It was a time for fresh beginnings, looking ahead with optimism and a determination to tackle whatever challenges and opportunities lay in front of them. Sacred rituals and the investiture of faith were in the air. The investiture of a new pope is one of the most meaningful and sacred events in the Catholic Church. It's a moment rich with tradition, where the weight of history meets the hopes for what's to come. This ceremony isn't just a religious gathering. It's a spectacle that captures the world's attention, pulling everyone's eyes to the Vatican. Faithful folks gather in St. Peter's Square, buzzing with excitement and reverence. The inauguration ceremony is like a beautiful tapestry woven with ancient rituals and deep emotions. Every gesture and every word carries a ton of meaning and tradition. The rituals aren't just for show. They're deeply symbolic acts that link the present with the past. The atmosphere is electric with a sense of continuity as the new pope steps into a role shaped by many predecessors. Cardinals in their bright crimson robes, clergy from all over the globe, and thousands of faithful filled St. Peter's Basilica. It's a spot that showcases the unity and diversity of the Catholic Church. Each cardinal and every clergy member represents a different part of the world, all coming together in this sacred space to witness the investiture. People from every corner of the globe were there, their presence a strong reminder of the Church's universal nature. The air was thick with incense, and the silence was broken only by the Latin chants echoing through the sacred halls. These ancient chants create a connection between the past and the present, reminding everyone of the Church's long history and its lasting traditions. The scent of incense spiraled delicately, wrapping the congregation in a cloud of reverence and devotion. When the pallium, a woolen band that symbolizes the Pope's authority and role as shepherd, was conferred, it was a moment loaded with meaning. This simple yet powerful act signified the new Pope's acceptance of his responsibilities. Made from lamb's wool, the pallium symbolizes the Pope's duty to care for, guide, and protect his flock. It's a reminder of the pastoral side of his job, which is both spiritual and administrative. Pope Tagle received the pallium, and its weight was a reminder of the huge responsibility he was taking on as he accepted this symbol of his new office. There was a moment of solemn reflection. The weight of the pallium wasn't just physical, it was symbolic too. It represented the burdens and challenges that come with being Pope, but it also stood for the support and guidance he would give to the faithful. Then came the fisherman's ring, a symbol of St. Peter's authority that has been passed down through generations of popes. It was placed on his finger, and this ring, engraved with the image of St. Peter casting his net, is a powerful symbol of the Pope's role as Peter's successor. It signifies the continuity of the apostolic tradition and the Pope's authority within the Church. The moment the ring was placed on the new Pope's finger was one of the highlights of the investiture ceremony. Each ritual spoke of continuity and a legacy that stretches back centuries. The whole investiture ceremony is a powerful reminder of the Church's long history and its lasting traditions. Every gesture and word in the ceremony was packed with meaning, linking the present to the past. These rituals weren't just about going through the motions. They were deeply symbolic acts that showed the Church's commitment to its mission and values. But you could really feel that something was changing in the air. When a new pope is appointed, it's always a moment of transition, a time for the Church to look ahead, while still respecting its roots. Pope Tagle's investiture was just like that. There was this buzzing anticipation and hope for his papacy as people gathered in St. Peter's Basilica, and folks around the globe watched with excitement, eager to see how this new chapter in the Church's story would play out. Tagle's warm smile and down-to-earth vibe hinted at a fresh era for the papacy. Everyone could see his approachability and genuine warmth as he moved through the rituals. It really felt like he was going to bring a new perspective to being Pope. His humility and compassion struck a chord with the faithful, offering a sneak peek at the kind of leadership he would bring. The investiture of Pope Tagle wasn't just about continuing a centuries-old tradition. It was the start of a new chapter in the Church's life. As Pope Tagle greeted the crowd, excitement surged through St. Peter's Square. Cheers erupted, tears flowed, and joy filled the air. Here was a pope who truly embodied humility, a leader who connected with the people. Cardinals, many of whom had known each other for years, expressed their admiration for him. They talked about his theological brilliance, his caring heart, and his unwavering commitment to the poor and marginalized. But even with all the joy, there were some whispers of concern. Traditionalists were a bit uneasy about Tagle's progressive views, especially his focus on dialogue and openness to different cultures and faiths. Change is tough, and the Catholic Church, with its long history and traditions, was stepping into uncharted waters. Luis Antonio Tagle's journey to becoming pope was anything but ordinary. It was filled with devotion, service, and a strong commitment to his faith and his people. Born in 1957 in Manila, Philippines, he came from a devout Catholic family. His parents taught him the values of compassion, humility, and a sense of community. Growing up in the bustling city of Manila, young Luis experienced both the vibrant culture and the tough realities of life in the Philippines. His faith, nurtured from a young age, became the driving force in his life. From early on, he felt drawn to the Church, finding comfort and purpose in prayer and religious study. His family regularly attended Mass and actively participated in church activities, which deepened his spiritual foundation. Tagle's theological journey was all about a strong commitment to social justice. He pursued his studies with enthusiasm, always looking to understand how his faith could make a positive impact in the world. He studied at prestigious institutions, sharpening his understanding of theology and how it could be applied to tackle social issues. He spoke out against poverty, stood up for migrants' rights, and called for more environmental responsibility. His speeches and writings struck a chord with many as he highlighted how social issues are all connected and emphasized the need for a comprehensive approach to solving them. His advocacy wasn't just talk. He was actively involved in grassroots movements and initiatives aimed at creating real change. Working with Caritas Internationalis, a network of Catholic relief organizations, he faced human suffering head-on and fueled his passion for social change. Through his work with Caritas, Tagle traveled around the globe, witnessing the devastating effects of natural disasters, conflict, and poverty. These experiences strengthened his belief in compassion and the importance of global solidarity. Tagle's rise through the church ranks was swift. His dedication and leadership didn't go unnoticed, leading to his appointment as the Archbishop of Manila. This role really put him at the center of the Catholic Church in the Philippines, where he kept pushing for social justice and caring for his community. People loved him for his charismatic personality and the way he spoke so eloquently. He took on big roles like Archbishop of Manila, President of Caritas Internationalis, and Prefect for the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples. Each of these positions had its own challenges and opportunities, but Tagle tackled them all with a strong dedication to his faith and mission. His work with Caritas International was especially important because it helped connect the Church with the wider world, promoting cooperation and support among everyone. Each role helped him sharpen his leadership skills and connect with all kinds of people. Whether he was chatting with local communities in the Philippines or attending international conferences, Tagle's empathy and understanding really stood out. He had a knack for listening, comforting others, and inspiring them to take action, making him a respected leader not just in the Church, but globally. His journey of faith continues to inspire many. reminding us how much one person can impact the world when they're driven by compassion and a strong commitment to justice. Many individuals hold a profound admiration for him, recognizing the unique qualities that define his character and approach to leadership. Father Name, a close friend of the Pope, expressed his reflections on this remarkable man, stating that Tagle embodies a spirit of deep prayer and genuine humility. Unlike many leaders who may assert their authority in a commanding manner, Tagle chooses to lead through kindness and compassion, creating an atmosphere of warmth and understanding. Sister Name, who had the privilege of working alongside him in Manila, added her perspective, highlighting his exceptional ability to listen attentively. She emphasized that Tagle possesses an innate capacity to recognize and appreciate the inherent dignity in every individual he encounters, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. This profound respect for humanity allows him to connect with people on a deeper level, fostering a sense of community and belonging that transcends differences. Together, these insights paint a picture of a leader who not only inspires admiration, but also embodies the values of empathy and respect for all. Numerous individuals who had the privilege of knowing Tagle shared similar sentiments, emphasizing the profound impact he had on those around him. He was widely recognized not only for his infectious laugh that could light up a room, but also for his unabashed love for karaoke, which often brought people together in joyful celebration. Tagle possessed a remarkable gift for connecting with individuals on a deeply personal level, making each person feel valued and heard. Professor Name, a respected theologian who had the honor of studying under Tagle's guidance, remarked that, although Tagle is undeniably a brilliant scholar with a wealth of knowledge, his most significant strength lies in his pastoral heart. This compassionate approach enables him to truly understand and empathize with the myriad challenges that define today's world. Tagle does not shy away from addressing these pressing issues. Rather, he confronts them head-on with courage and conviction. His ability to blend intellectual rigor with heartfelt empathy makes him a unique and inspiring figure in both academic and pastoral circles, resonating with many who seek guidance and understanding in a complex and often turbulent world. If you're interested in more insightful videos and intriguing content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. God always.